They laughed when I built a small shed behind my house, calling it illegal and saying I would regret it. HOA Karen stormed over the next morning with her clipboard, yelling about violations and threatening me with fines I couldn't even imagine. I tried to explain it was just a tiny shed for tools and garden supplies. Nothing fancy, but she didn't listen. The fine she slapped on me was outrageous. $500,000 for a structure barely the size of a bedroom. I spent days researching the HOA rules, thinking maybe I'd miss something. But the more I read, the more I realized they had no legal claim over my property. Then I discovered the real twist: the land beneath their luxurious swimming pool. The very pool they had been flaunting for years at parties was technically mine. I could hardly believe it. But every splash, every party, every fee they collected was on my property. I waited for the right moment and approached Karen calmly, pretending to be intimidated while secretly savoring the situation. When I finally revealed the truth, that the pool sat on my land, and that the fine for my shed was invalid, her face went pale and the committee froze. Suddenly, the power shifted completely. I could demand compensation for years of unauthorized use of my land, and there was nothing they could do about it. I sent a formal notice, and within weeks, Karen quietly retracted the fine, her arrogance replaced by fear. But I didn't stop there. I made it clear that any future attempts to challenge my shed would mean legal action over the pool, and she had no choice but to back down. It was a small shed, but it had turned into a weapon I never expected, proving that sometimes the smallest structures can hold the biggest power. In the end, my shed stayed untouched, and the pool, once a symbol of their superiority, became my leverage. Karen learned the hard way that underestimating someone can be disastrous. And as I sit in my garden looking at the shed and the pool beyond it, I wonder, what would you do if you discovered you secretly owned something everyone thought belonged to someone else?